Instagram. It's time to show you guys what's going on in the world on Instagram. Here we go, folks. And where do you live, Toronto or Punjabi? So there's the Punjab service vehicles that are going around in the city of Toronto right now as we're speaking. They're Punjab service vehicles. I'm not going to put the music on, but there it is right there. Just so you guys can see, if you're in the city of Toronto, make sure you wave and you thank them for being there, and you give them maybe some money if you see them. Just say, here's some money. Thank you for being here and making this country better for us. Thanks for building the road for that car. So, hey, thanks for that building right there. No, that wasn't built by Europeans. You built that, buddy. And that road you're on, you built that. Keep up the good work. And Vancouver, BC. This is a really interesting here. It's coming out of Canada. Guy comes in with a machete and just starts cutting the meat off. Yeah, there is, cutting the meat off. Gets a bit of salad, a wrap. I think he takes the sauce with him. Drops it on the ground. And he's on his way out. And North African migrant blocks a train in Paris and starts throwing stones while shouting Allahu Akbar.
Na police nere?
That's mental illness right there, folks. Job market is getting sucks. There it is. The LCBO is taking applications. This is in Canada, folks, because you're seeing all non-Canadian people up there. This is actually in Canada, folks. And they're applying for the liquor store job. And I think apparently the lineup went about a mile long. The lineup went for one position open. And Ancaster Hamilton. It's all coming out of Canada here, folks. It's really strange what's happening. So you gotta... oh, yeah, okay, pay attention. You see what he's doing there? He's stabbing the tire. There you go. He just popped those guys. There he goes. Popping the tires. Popping the tires. Again, when you got nothing to lose, what do? You fight back. You destroy everything around you. And that's what these teen takeovers and these youth takeovers, he's going around. The guy doesn't care if the guy's in the car. He's going to stab his tire right in front of him. There it is. You call the police will charge you for harassing the police. And there's our buddy from Shega. Right? We talked about this gentleman here, Andre Ventura, at the beginning of the show. And tomorrow, Portugal is going to go to the polls for the final vote. He's basically wants to fix. He truly wants to bring Portugal back and bring its pride back. So I voted for him. So there he is. There, yeah. This is a big thing. It's going on. Everyone's telling you to vote for him. Vote, vote, vote. And the streets are filled. And this is the little spark in Europe, the little fire, that if Europe could get, if Portugal could get this man in, watch out. You've always wanted a man for the people, or here he is. So. And, oh, the best thing, okay.
I regret in life, I regret coming to Canada. Because if I had stayed in the Caribbean, I would have been way better. I came to Canada. I worked, I don't know, maybe 20 years. I had to go back to my country. 7 years, living here for 20 years, 7 years in my country, give me enough money to buy 2 properties in Canada cash. 7 years, and 20 years you're just paying rent and nothing. It tells me Canada is just a trap. I own property and it's hard for me. So imagine people who come from different countries for the first year, and you're wasting your time, you're going to stress out, you're going to go crazy, and you're going to die in less than 10 years, when in your country, which would have been harder, you live for another 40, 50 years. No matter how bad it is in your country, it's only going to get worse here. I'm telling you the truth. I travel the world and live a good life, all kind of stuff. Idea of Canada is to get out of Canada, not get in. And I've realized that between America and Canada, the people who are living back in their country are living better than us who are living over here.
What is the biggest thing you're...
And the Renaissance fair this weekend across Portugal for the next couple of days is kicked off. Great food, dances, lots of cool stuff going on. So if you're in Portugal or you're planning to visit Portugal, it's all week. I think this is all week long. Yeah, this is all week long. The medieval festivals across the country. So, and they take this to different parts of the country. It's very beautiful to check it out. Oh, hold on. This guy's saying something.
You must look. What is your...
Okay, guys, this is the Mohammed, mayor of Brighton in England, can hardly speak English. So this is the mayor of Brighton, England.
How could be you happy? You forget the materialistic life. You forgot the car, big swimming pool, you big house. You must look after your health. Health is wealth. If good health, good life. No health, no point you having swimming pool. If you haven't got health, no.
So there you go. And
by the rape gang scandal. Thousands of young teenage girls systematically raped over years by men of predominantly Pakistani heritage. Girls like Jane, who was repeatedly gang raped at the age of just 12. The police found her being abused by an illegal immigrant. But instead of arresting the illegal immigrant, they arrested her. That is sick. The last government took action by setting up the wider J inquiry and the Grooming Gangs Task Force. But the truth is, that is not enough.
Well, close your borders and deport them all. Just deport. Do what Canada did to the Portuguese in 2006, 7, and 8. In 2006, 7, and 8, they were rounding up Portuguese kids at the high schools. Vehicle road blitzes, shut down malls. They deported 47,000 Portuguese in a couple of months. Just do what Canada did to the Portuguese. You could clean up your country fast. Chill out.
So what? I passed with the first class marks, but no job because I don't have a reservation. I have every qualification, but no job because I don't have a recommendation.
So as an international student in Canada is all pissed off because, I don't know, he doesn't get a job or something. French patriots take to the streets chanting Islam out of Europe. So it's going to be a huge movement. And again, we covered this last week. Let's cover it again. China's not messing around. So basically, they are taking down mosques in China, and they've labeled Islam as a mental illness. And we covered this last week with different footage. So they're just taking them all down and just... Angola did the same thing. Portuguese Africa did the same thing like about 10 years ago. Thousands of Parisians marched through the streets chanting, "We want our country back." And this is in Fairview Mall. This is in Ontario. There was a man pooing outside, just enjoying the nice, I guess, hay, and enjoying himself. There it is right there. That's in Canada, folks. And pro-Palace disrupted a church service in the Netherlands. This is how Christians responded. So the pro-Palestinian, so Christians got out of the church and look. Yep. And a lot of these pro-Palestinian protesters are bussed in. So they're not expecting to get into a fight, right? So they get there, they get bussed in, and then boom, there's a fight. It's like, oof. And thief caught smiling while running out of store with stolen goods. What? What? There she goes.
That's a lot of clothes in this thing.
I guess she forgot to steal shoes too. Wow. And this is why Brampton, Ontario, Canada, is getting your fries ready for your dinner. And this is why I haven't eaten in fast food. Well, I eat fast food in the States, but I don't eat fast food in Canada anymore. No more. Goodbye. And watch this. Guys walking with the thing, but say, hey man, form an opinion, man. There you go. It's forming an opinion. Right there. That's forming an opinion. There goes probably $170 worth of food right there on the ground. Maybe more with today's food prices. Forming an opinion. Right there. And Michigan versus Sweden. So we're seeing this unrest happening everywhere. Foreigners are now British police people. It's time for a revolution.
Possession of drug.
What?
Yes, I got the belief
Is
that
he even an officer?
you may be in possession of drug.
Are you even an
Stop being
officer?
rude and just listen to him.
That's why I want to search you.
What's your name, please?
I want to search you under section 23.
Yeah,
23,
can I have your name,
23.
please?
Say your phone number, mate.
It's 08387. 08387.
Where are you based?
I'm down alongside police station.
And what do you want to do, search, man?
I have the reason to believe that you may be in possession of drug.
What's you say?
So it looks like people taking drugs at a party or whatnot, maybe passed out. And climate cultists perform bizarre ritual in Toronto. It's all Canada. Canada's got this weird stuff, man. Like really bizarre, weird crap. And oops, I clicked on something here. Hold on, let me go back to where we were. Got some good stuff here for you guys tonight. Here it is. I don't know why it shuts me off sometimes. Here it is here. People are being arrested in the UK for suspected of planning a rally for human rights and civil liberty and culture preservation.
The grounds are that by taking part in the organisation of this event this evening, I suspect that you are taking part to cause serious disruption to UK airports.
The politicians have failed us. They've failed us with the 1.5% that's supposed to degrees that's supposed to keep us safe. Good luck, everybody.
Yep. You will go to jail, folks. All right, let's go back here. All right. So takes a glass of water. Watch this. And then boom. There it is. Boom. We told you about this earlier in the show. German protesters are chanting deportation now in the streets. Yeah, people haven't had enough. The police can't do nothing about it. It's time for the people to do something about it. That's just what happens. And Our Lady of Fatima this past week in Portugal. British are taking back England. And British workers were working 35 to 40 hours a week and struggling to make ends meet. And then you have this. What a joke in this country. People staying in hotels.
What's happening? What's happening? Good. So we're back inside the Delta Hilton.
They're in the Delta Hilton, whatever that is. And people are getting free rooms there. And, yeah. And back to Portugal. I got lots of this, guys. This was past week. This made headlines. This made headlines all over the world every year, every single year. On the May the 5th of May, all the way through, is a big thing. All right, Amazon driver poops and pees in front of at least 2 LA homes on Mother's Day. Delivered a package and drops a second package. Yeah, you get it? She drops a second package. And day 78 of posting people getting instant karma. So this he's a cop. He doesn't know what's a cop. He doesn't know what's a cop. Boom, swings the door, starts punching, and then they get out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's justice right there. And the first set of white South Africans have arrived in the United States. And I want you guys to take a good look at this. Look at these South Africans arriving in the United States already waving the American flag and proud to be in America. Proud to be an American and proud to be in America. Look at that. Right? And you go into people in America all their lives waving Palestinian flags. It's sad. It's beautiful what the South Africans are, but it's sad how a lot of people are very misinformed. And car wash trick. This guy, this Hindu man teaches people how to basically take the water to wash your windows it's a good trick, man. And best before dates on meat. Kind of important.
Admitting tampering with best before dates is industry standard.
Every store does the same thing. All the other stores do the same.
At his home, Safari demonstrates what he says is done at work. He takes cheesecakes weeks past their best before dates, adds new toppings, and sells as fresh.
I decorate it, and I'm selling expired stuff for...
In a national online call-out, Marketplace hears from grocery workers at smaller stores and big chains, sharing stories of food tampering. He used to work in a Toronto area supermarket. He shows...
It's always in Canada, folks, from some reason.
Might as well just put that down.
Who's opening doors?
What?
So, shoplifters call 911 after security guard refuses them to leave. This is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So they're not allowed to leave with stuff. And look, people bust in, fake protesters. Where have I seen this before? We covered a different video of this last week of another bus coming in, bussing in pro-Palestinian protesters. So here it is there. They're arriving there for their protesters. There's signs, their flags. Everything's all organized, and they're putting a paper in their face. Easy there, college girl. Hey, college girl. You went to college, you got a degree, you got $200K in student loans. Get the paper out of my face. College girl, relax there with your degree. Easy, degree girl. Stupid. Absolute stupidity. And Sudan, nope, Birmingham, UK. They're just unloading the trash there on the corner. And they're on their way. You're back.
Right. What are you doing, sir?
I'm filming you and I'm recording this conversation. I'm coming to the bank to withdraw £2,500. Are you going to let me? I've got £11,500 in my account. Are you going to let me? Are you going to let me to have the money or not?
And what is the £2,500 for, Mr. Jackson?
I'm buying a motorbike for my son.
Right, okay, so have you got any evidence of the motorbike?
No, I haven't got any evidence of a motorbike at all. No, I haven't got it. So I don't know what one I'm getting yet.
When you find the bike for your son, if you can show us some evidence of
So you're not... So I need to show you evidence?
You can't film me without my permission, sir.
Absolute joke, this place. Won't let me draw out my money. It's a fucking joke. I'm now in Santander Bank, right?
Again, this is why they put foreign nationals in these positions at banks, because they could rip you off because they're soulless. They don't have a soul, so they could do this to you. And job market in Canada is cooked. There's a Tim Hortons opening here. an opening for a position in Tim Hortons, and there's about 140 people there. Maybe 200, maybe quite a bit there actually waiting for that job. And motorcyclist got killed by a car driver at Waterloo. Bad drivers out there, guys. I don't recommend anyone on two wheels anymore, especially in Canada. And massive number of Christians gathered in Sadiq Khan's London to celebrate Good Friday.
We're increasing day by day. His name was Jesus.
And hundreds of French national royalists march in Paris today. France wants a revolution. France wants a revolution, folks. And in Surrey, Canada, break the rules in China. Watch what happens. Watch this, folks. This is coming to a city near you here in Canada, or any city in the West that's tied to the hip with China. Drone goes out. Break the rule. Boom. Gets a flag. Gets a red flag. Drone gets out. Starts navigating and moving to its destination of infraction, wherever the infraction was made. Makes its way up and goes and finds the culprit, and then actually singles them out. And face recognition system, we told you this back in 2018. Was it 2018, Mike in the Night? Australian AI takeover with this footage, because Australian politicians in Darwin, Australia, went to China to go check this technology out to bring it into Darwin, Australia. And we did in 2018, we did a Mike in the Night Darwin takeover, Australia takeover with AI, social credit score, whole 9 yards. And there it is right there. That's how they track it, and that's how they document it, and that's how they make sure you don't get to buy your cereal next week, or you don't get to visit your mom and get a ticket. You're not allowed to buy a ticket to visit your mom because you're a bad boy.